Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the 90th minutes Premier League Team of the Season. You have your hosts, Greg, Liam, Lucas, and I. No Matt again. We don't know where he is. Him and Rasta, they're doing things together behind the scenes. You never know. They're making, shadowy deals, him and Rasta. No, but anyways, let's get into the Team of the Season. Before we do that, like, comment, subscribe. Please do that. Helps us a lot. Helps the 90th minute grow. And, we wouldn't be here without you guys. So, yeah.
Make sure to comment down below what your Premier League team of the season is.
Yeah, and if you disagree with us, that's, it's fine. Football is
you
both
probably will.
opinions. Yeah.
No, it's not. If you disagree with us, tough shit.
Yeah, so essentially what's going to happen here is that all four of us have our individual team of the seasons, and then we'll have a collective team of the season. So, yeah.
Yeah, based on, how many of us picked that player. So, it'll be like a vote kind of thing. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll go first because I think I'll be the quickest. I already have mine. Mine's going to be a little bit different than the other lads. They probably had some time to think over it. I did this during my Twitch stream with my Twitch viewers. We all did a bit of a vote. And for the most part, I agree with these guys. Although, I don't know, there's one that's a bit of a question mark. But let's get into it. In goal, Alisson, Liverpool keeper. I think it's fair to say. He won the Premier League. He played pretty well for Liverpool for the most part, even though he was injured. But I think Alisson, and that's fair.
Fair enough.
Fair. It's definitely fair.
You have the shoe-in for center-back, Virgil Van Dyke.
Of course.
Not much can be else said. Fantastic. A rock in the back for Liverpool. Second center-back, this is where, things started to get interesting. Soyuncu. We picked Soyuncu. He did get injured towards the end of the season for Leicester, so it's kind of like, maybe does he get in? I don't know, but he was pretty consistent for most of the season for Leicester. I liked what I saw from Soyuncu. Pretty promising, and hopefully he stays at Leicester. A lot of teams can go after him. Left backs and right backs, Trent and Robertson, Liverpool lads.
That's just not a surprise.
Yeah, I think the back line is pretty easy. Going into the midfield, we have the best player in the world, arguably Kevin De Bruyne. I think he could be the best player in the world if you're not talking Robert Lewandowski. This one's a bit of a shock. You may disagree with me. Now there's a lot of question marks here, but Kovacic from Chelsea.
I've seen him be in a couple people's team in the season.
He's been fantastic.
He had a very good season, honestly.
He's definitely been a great player. Definitely one of Chelsea's best players this past season.
I think in this spot, you can definitely give it to either Jordan Henderson or Fabinho from Liverpool. I think they've been the two key midfielders for Liverpool. Part of me feels like Jordan Henderson should be in my team this season because he won, the PFA Players of the Year or the PFA Writers Award.
Writers,
yeah. My third midfielder, it's no surprise, Bruno.
Again, I've seen him on a lot of people's team this season.
Now many people will.
Yes, there's debates for this.
Yeah, wonder did he deserve it because he joined in February? I thought his overall impact on Man United was. I don't think we would have gotten third if it wasn't for Bruno. I don't think we would have got Champions League.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he really changed the team, the outlook on our team, the whole morale of the squad uplifted. It was really, you don't see many players do that where they join a team and have that instant spark, right? So
100%, yeah.
I know I should really have a Liverpool player in my midfield, I feel, but my Twitch viewers did a vote, and a lot of people actually voted for Bruno to be in this over some Liverpool players. So I'm like, wow, okay. A lot of question marks. Now the front three is where things get interesting. I was wondering, do I do a 2-striker formation? But we went with 3 forwards. Jamie Vardy is striker. Golden Boot winner, fair enough. On the right side, I wasn't sure to put here. I was thinking maybe Mahrez, Salah, but instead, actually, what's a player people have been saying a lot for? I think it was a troll move. I think I was getting trolled in my chat. Jared Bowen from West Ham.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people were dropping Jared Bowen saying, "Oh, he should be in the team this season." I'm like,
pretty sure he joined in January, did he not?
No.
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me. No, but our right winger goes to.
What's his record this season?
Big man Adama Traore.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's a shout.
Like I said, this is a collective effort from my Twitch community, which is also part of the 90th minute community for the most part.
I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it really. To be honest,
He was really good for Wolves. I think everyone rated him highly this season, but.
Jared Bowen, just quickly for West Ham, he played 12 games and he scored 1 goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lads, what are you smoking? Come on.
Or are they smoking up in Waz's chat?
Yeah.
But
On
Adama
the
is an
left
interesting
side,
one though. But like he
It
definitely
is very interesting.
He definitely had a huge impact on Wolves, and obviously was a player that was many defenders feared to play against because he's such a dangerous player.
left wing. This was also up for debate. We went with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
I'm surprised Mason Greenwood hasn't gone into this team.
Surprised Mark AM9 hasn't been added in.
Yeah.
Or Marcus
well,
Rashford. I'm really surprised it's not any of them.
I think the spot could have gone to Mane or Grealish as well, since Grealish did play on the left-hand side a lot for Aston Villa. But Aubameyang, so good for Arsenal this season. I think it was one of the reasons why they had some hope alongside with Arteta. I liked what I saw from him. I think he's gonna be staying at Arsenal. I don't know. I'm like what I've been seeing from Aubameyang recently. He's, he can score goals from anywhere.
I can go next for my team
Go
this season
ahead.
here. It's a little bit different than Waz's there. Starting in goals, I got Dean Henderson. Thought he was solid all season, and I never was, I thought he was always solid. A right back, it's going to be Trent. I mean, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Center back pairing, Virgil Van Dyke. And a bit of an interesting shout, Chris Basham from Sheffield United. I thought he had a very good season. Sheffield were very good. He won their player of the season. So you know what? I'm going to give Mr. Chris Basham a bit of a shout.
Yep.
And left back, there's only one choice. King Andy Robertson
Yeah.
doing his
Andy.
thing. Into the
Also-
midfield, I had a few names up in my head floating around. But eventually I landed on Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, and Kevin De Bruyne. I thought those three players, especially Fabinho and Henderson, they ran the Liverpool midfield. They were brilliant all year. And like Waz said, De Bruyne is just fantastic. There's no questioning him. Up front, I actually thoroughly enjoy this front three. I think it'd be real exciting in real life. Left wing, Aubameyang. Right wing, Jamie Vardy. And through the middle, Danny Ings.
Wow.
Danny Ings doing his
I like
thing.
it. I do like it.
I have to give Danny Ings credit.
I
a
think
guy
you do.
who
Yeah, I think so.
he had a great season. He deserves to be
Yeah.
in Team of the Year. And, your players like Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, they had good years as well. But Danny,
Well, I
Ings
mean,
is Danny
Mane
Ings.
did have his best season of his career for Liverpool.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Because it's like, does he get in there? I think he, definitely can get in.
Well, yeah,
There's
Sadio Mane was a player I had on the bench.
a lot of good forwards in the Premier League this season.
For the most part, I like the team I have except for one position because we'll get into it when I say it. Because so goalkeeper, I put Dean Henderson in mostly because I felt like I had too many Liverpool players in here already. So I thought I should probably get rid of one. So I decided not to put Allison in. And also, Allison didn't play the full season technically. Back four, I have the usual suspects you guys mentioned with Andy Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool least goals conceded in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's
And
the thing. It's hard to argue against that. I mean, I think Chilwell can have a good case to get into the left back position.
I felt like he
still
struggled
not.
after December quite a bit. And then
Okay.
He was good, but Andy Robbo is just brilliant.
Digne
No
was
love for
alright.
Wan-Bissaka on the right hand side. No love for Wan-Bissaka.
No, I'm
He was all right again. Like that's just
I don't
It's
think he was
nowhere
just
near.
all right. Don't give me that, Greg. Don't give me that. He's a Spider-Man. Fuck right off. Wasn't
compared
all
to
right.
Trent.
Spider-Man.
Compared to what Trent did.
Trent broke
This
this
season.
Oh, yeah,
assist
he
record
just
for a
already-
fullback again.
That's actually pretty good. Can he defend though?
Yeah, Liverpool
They
conceded the
conceded
least
the
amount of
least
goals in the Premier League.
Okay, I get it. Anyways, go ahead.
Who's your other center back, Lucas?
I feel like there's no standout center backs other than Virgil van Dijk this season because Laporte was injured, and then
Yeah,
a lot
agreed.
of the ones that
100% agree.
performed well, like I think you said Basham, he was more of a system player in my opinion. Same with the guys at Burnley, and then other guys that I thought were really good, like the Matip or Gomez. They didn't play the full season. No one really on Chelsea. I'm not gonna put David Luiz in there.
Why not?
Because
What about like Harry Maguire?
that's who I have in there.
You have Harry Maguire.
Yes,
yeah.
Lucas,
Whoa.
I am happy with that. Thank you.
I'm not happy
It's
with
an
that
interesting
because
shout.
this
You'll,
is probably
That was
Yeah.
interesting because Harry Maguire had an all right season, not the
Yeah.
best, but it's like you said, it's a bit tough to find the second center back because
Yeah, 100%.
if you go down the list of the Premier League, like you said, there's not another standout name other than Virgil van Dijk. I mean, there's been good center backs, not great potentially.
And then
Yeah.
also before the restart, I had Soyuncu there, if you remember those
Yeah.
podcast episodes. But I felt like he had a drop off, like most of Leicester did afterwards.
It's
And
just Leicester in general did.
Yeah, and I just felt like that them
I
jumping
even-
out of the top 4 really killed it for me, at least defensively.
I even considered putting Connor Cody at center back in my team this season. I was like, Wolves had a good year. I was like,
Again, with Wolves,
Yeah.
I find it similar with Sheffield United. I feel like those defenders do well because of the system. They're good players
system,
themselves, but the
like,
system also
Not like
helps
an
as well.
individual.
Well, Lucas, yeah, like you mentioned Harry Maguire. Now, I'm not gonna try and be biased here, but I thought Harry Maguire did have not a terrible season. I mean, when you
No.
look at once again, if you look at the table, you look at the goal differential. Liverpool against 33, Man City 35, United 36, Sheffield 39, Leicester 41. So United had a good defensive record.
Now, do I think Maguire is the second best defender in the Premier League? No, I don't. I don't.
But the fact,
No.
but he also did play like almost like what 38. I think he played every Premier League game for us. So
Yeah,
I mean, if Laporte played a full season, he'd probably get in that, right?
probably. Like
But
Manchester
That's how
City
he plays,
conceded
yeah.
not that many goals despite having not the best
Now,
defense.
since-
a shocking defensive season.
Si-
Yeah.
Since
Because their attack is so dominant, they just have the ball
So-
the entire time.
since Yunshu did get injured, a lot of people have now looked towards Johnny Evans of being in the team this season.
I thought Johnny Evans had a good season.
He he played pretty well for Leicester. I
played
think he had
well.
A breakout season.
He definitely did play
Violent.
well, but just Leicester dropping out of the top 4 kills it for me. Because if he deserved to be in the team this season for defenders, I feel. Then again, it
Now-
is kind of harsh on him for me saying that because of them dropping out of the top 4.
I think it's kind of harsh on Leicester as a whole because they did end up racking up a lot of injuries to key players like Soyuncu,
Yep.
James Madison. And there's a few other key players that got injured for Leicester that kind of did harm the chances of staying in top 4.
Johnny Evans
Yeah.
was definitely
Lucas,
up
give me
there,
your
but
midfield.
yeah, I have De Bruyne, like all of you guys have mentioned. I put Henderson in there because captain for Liverpool, Premier League title.
Captain J.
I
Hendo.
think I had to have a
Yeah.
Liverpool player in the midfield. And I considered Kovacic over him, just to put a Chelsea player in, but I decided, nah, keep Hendo in.
Nah.
Well, that's the interesting thing. Like, no Chelsea players are really getting in.
And my last midfielder is Ndidi. I chose him. I think he was incredible defensively, and he was definitely a big reason why Leicester did play well. Now, yeah, they did drop off towards the end of the season, but I still feel like he's still a great player despite what
100%.
happened. Well, let's move on to the strikers, or the attackers, I should say. I have Jamie Vardy at striker. I mean, Golden Boot winner, you can't really fault that pick.
Yeah.
Put a
especially
bomb-
at his age.
I put Aubameyang on the left, obviously second in the Golden Boot race. Without him, Arsenal would probably be bottom half. My final one, Mo Salah. I think one of the top goal scorers in the league, one of the top assist makers in the league. Big part of why Liverpool were great this season, along with several other
gotta be
players.
honest.
Liam Lucas didn't like your.
Lucas- I knew Lucas would have Mo Salah in his team this season because Lucas loves Mo Salah.
What's wrong with having Mo Salah in there?
Nothing's wrong with having him.
You
It's
guys
just I
are
knew
gonna-
you'd have him.
You guys are gonna find mine interesting though.
I think Mo Salah just gets overlooked sometimes.
No, he's very good. He's
No,
very
I-
good. I'm
no,
not
no.
saying
Or not
anything
overlooked.
else.
I think he gets disrespected sometimes.
I think
Alright.
his first season hurts him. He came in, did so well. Everyone's expecting him to
Yeah.
score 40 goals every year.
about
Greg,
you?
give me your team.
All right. Well, in goalkeeping, of course, Dean Henderson. It just fantastic season, of course, for Sheffield United. Great, honestly. And you got to give one player to, like Liam, of course, did a different one, but Sheffield United just did so good. Like, honestly,
Mhm.
when people are all doubting them, you got to give them someone. And the back line's a classic: Virgil Van Dyke, Robertson, and Trent Alexander-Arnold with Harry Maguire. Because honestly, like Waz was saying, played almost every game, if every game, and he's a big portion of why Manchester United is finished third place. Honestly, like he said, with big defensive record.
Especially with David De Gea having such a shaky season.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of their goals are just
Yeah.
bad goals from David De
Yeah.
Gea. Honestly,
I'll be honest. Like usually when United do concede a goal, it's just poor defense. The whole team as a whole is defending poorly. It's like Lindelof is out of position or someone's not man marking someone. It's like, come on, guys.
with my formation as well, I should mention it's kind of like a 4-2-4 in a way, more than more than a 4-4-2 really. But so the midfield is Kevin De Bruyne, of course, and Jack Grealish, because I think he almost single-handedly got Aston Villa
He did.
not relegated. So
100% he did.
I had to give it to him, honestly. Like, he had a great season. I'm half surprised his isn't in Waz's. If Bruno wasn't there, I feel like he'd be there. Right, Waz?
Yeah. Sorry, who you know that wasn't paying attention there?
Jack Grealish.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
We need
Holy
10 minutes of your
shit.
time here, Wazzy. 10
Yeah,
minutes.
it's okay.
I'm upset. Anyways,
Sorry, Lucas.
so left wing, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, like Lucas said, honestly single-handedly carried Arsenal in
enough.
my opinion. Just fantastic. 2 strikers, Danny Ings, Jamie Vardy. Danny Ings,
Yeah.
just such a good season for Southampton. Had to get in there. Jamie Vardy, of course, Golden Boot winner. And right winger is Mohamed Salah. So
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
bad.
So
I'm surprised Sadio Mane hasn't made it into one of your teams
yeah,
this season.
interestingly enough, yes.
because the thing is, I don't think you don't put Aubameyang as the striker, but you have to have him in there.
Exactly.
That's how I
the
see
way
it.
Yeah, same. I was like,
You can't get rid of like Jamie
It's
Vardy
like the same
or like
thing with
Danny Ings.
Liam. It's like, how do you get rid of Danny Ings? Like,
You can't.
it's
He had a
I
great
don't think
Yeah.
he could. Like he just it was so
Yeah.
Plus,
good.
I just
for
love his
Southampton.
plays. I love his play style. Like,
I know, like, well, I was just talking about in our podcast, like penalty kicks, like you get the chance to score really, but he did score like the least amount of penalties.
Yep.
I don't even think if he did ever many he
Mhm.
did,
Yep.
but like compared to all the other players, right?
so
Alright.
let's make our combined team now. Let's use all of our votes here.
So-
So, yeah, 3 out of the 4 of us chose Dean
Yeah.
Henderson as goaltender. So
I
Dean
mean,
Henderson gets into the
I don't
90th
agree
minute
though.
team of the year. We
I was
all
thinking-
chose
yeah.
Trent. We all
Yeah.
chose Van Dyke, and we all chose Andy Robertson. So those
There you
three
go.
are guaranteed. Now, Waz and me chose different center backs, but Greg and Lucas chose Harry Maguire. So Harry Maguire gets into our team
Now,
of the year.
Like I said, I think it's fair to give to Harry Maguire. He kind of is a little bit of a standout. I think a lot of people are not going to give him a team of the season just because he's Harry Maguire. He has that 80 million price tag. He doesn't have the pace. He turns like a truck. But defensively, he's a good center back. He's very good in the air. And surprisingly, he kind of
Yeah.
moved the ball kind of well.
Well,
So,
I reluctantly gave him the team this season. I didn't feel like he's been out of this world, but
no, exactly. Yeah.
I agree, Lucas. I don't think there was like that outstanding center back. If Leicester continued, Soyuncu
Mhm.
and like didn't get injured,
Mhm.
he's there for me. Like, but
It hasn't been a Premier League season where it's kind of like, oh, you can easily give it to like Vincent Company and John Terry, or Ferdinand and Vinicius. Like
Yeah.
there hasn't been that like strong pairing, I guess you can say.
Yeah, 100%.
But get to
Now,
the midfield.
moving into the midfield, we all chose Kevin De Bruyne, so he gets in there. I chose Jordan Henderson. Who else did?
Lucas did too. So
Just Lucas. So we got
Okay,
2
here
votes
we go.
for Henderson.
are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we doing 4-3-3?
Yeah,
Sure.
was you
Um,
had Bruno
I did have Bruno. Yes.
and who,
Who else did you have?
I also had Kovacic.
Okay,
So that's 1 vote for each of those.
I had Ndidi.
I had Henderson, Fabinho.
And I had Grealish.
Yeah, and I had Henderson and Ndidi, so Henderson gets in there.
So Henderson gets
Henderson.
in.
Yeah.
Kevin De
The
Bruyne.
final
But then
one
it's-
though.
Then it's all just 1 vote each.
Now how
Who
do
we
we decide
feeling?
this?
So out of Fabinho,
It-
we get
If I'm
how
being,
many
if I'm being
consensus here?
honest,
I don't think
if
it's Jack Grealish compared
if,
to them.
If
though.
I'm being
Like,
honest, I'll give a vote to Fabinho.
I was gonna say Fabinho just
There
because
we go. Fabinho gets in.
Winners.
Yeah.
Done. Sold. Now, moving into the attack. We all had Vardy. He gets in.
Aubameyang on the
We
left.
all had Aubameyang. He gets in. And I chose Danny Ings. Greg
chose
chose
Danny
Danny Ings.
But we also, me and Lucas chose Mo
Lucas.
Salah.
Mo Salah. Waz, who did you have?
I had Adama Traore.
Adama.
But
Okay,
if,
so
if,
it's not
if it
Adama,
wasn't-
that's out of
if
there.
it wasn't for my Twitch chat, I think I might lean towards Riyad Mahrez.
Oh, God, where's this coming from?
All right, so
They-
is it between the last spot between Ings and Salah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I give my vote on this one then?
Maybe Waz should give the final vote then, because we've like all.
I know who he's choosing.
Was.
Mohamed Salah.
Yes.
What? How did you choose Danny Ings?
Did
No
Danny
way.
Ings, did Danny Ings win the Premier League? Was he
Don't care.
influential towards the Premier League title?
He almost won the Golden Boot.
He was
with
influential for
Southampton.
his team.
I understand that's why he's on the bench.
It's Danny Ings, big man.
I understand
Mo
that.
Salah should score.
Danny
How many goals did he
Southampton
score?
finished. Where did Southampton finish in the table?
11th?
How many
Yeah.
goals did Southampton score this season? Like, I think Danny Ings probably scored 2/3 of his team's goals.
Okay,
So,
I understand
Salah
that,
did more than
but-
just score
pretty
goals,
good.
Liam, come on.
Thank you.
Salah
Thank you.
has the best players in the world with him.
And he's one of the best players in the world.
Yes. Fine. Put Mo Salah in there. Put him in there. I don't care.
Are you saying that Danny Ings is one of the best players in the world then?
No.
Your argument
But
is
I'm-
invalid.
What I'm saying is
I'm
this
kidding.
season,
Yeah,
Danny
I mean-
Ings blew
Look,
out of expectations.
I have respect for Danny Ings. I
definitely
love
did.
what he did with Southampton. I just think Salah has the edge.
Okay, Salah gets in the starting 11.
I'm just
But
glad
Danny
Waz
Ings is on the
didn't,
bench.
try to piss me off.
I was
No,
shocked
Eh.
he didn't.
I know when to be unbiased. Okay.
Do you?
So let's
You
run
just
quickly
showed-
through the bench. I think we got Allison on the bench.
Now, some people are giving Ederson a lot of love. What do we think about that?
Yeah.
We'll give Allison.
Won the
Ederson had a few mistakes that led to goals this season. I know Allison had like one, but I think Ederson had two or something.
Can we get a defender on the bench?
I'll give it to Johnny Evans.
You want to do Evans? I'm okay with Johnny Evans. Ben Chilwell make a bench or maybe Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I'll give it to Chilwell.
I'm just
Lucas
not
says
feeling
no.
Chilwell right now.
I mean, I did like what Wan-Bissaka did for United. I loved his tackling. It was beautiful. to
Are we
watch.
not gonna give Basham a shout?
We gotta
Hey,
give it to
Connor
Chef.
Basham's in my team.
Egan.
I prefer Basham.
Basham. Give it to Basham.
There we go. Basham's on the bench alongside Johnny Evans. Now in the midfield, Bruno Fernandes, Wilfred Ndidi. Those names get on the bench.
No,
Bruno.
Bruno didn't even play a full season though.
Yeah,
Piss
no, I don't
off,
agree
man.
with
He
Bruno.
was super influential for his team.
He was very good. Very,
It's
very,
team
very
of the
good.
season, not team of the 2020.
Yeah.
Didn't
It's
Aguero?
not his fault he only joined in January.
Didn't Aguero join in January at Man City and still became one of the?
I'm fairly certain he joined in a summer many years ago.
Okay, fine. Never mind.
Maybe you're thinking
Piss
about Balotelli who joined AC Milan in January and killed it.
Okay, let's go.
I'd go Ndidi.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'd go Ndidi too.
And striker we have Danny Ings. So
Yeah.
I think that pretty much wraps up our team of the season.
Yeah.
Like Greg said at the beginning. Yeah, say
Okay.
it was.
Young Player of the Year for the Premier League.
Well, I
Any
know you're gonna
shouts?
say Mason Greenwood,
Maybe Phil Foden. It's pretty good. But
Phil Foden.
Mason.
Trent.
Trent.
Yeah, Trent.
I don't know. Maybe we'll leave that one be. But
No, but for sure. Like Greg said at the beginning of this episode, make sure you comment down below. Give us your team of the season. Give us who you think we got wrong, who we got right. We want to hear from you guys on this one. This is a very up in the air, very opinionated question. So comment down below. Give us your thoughts. Yeah, like this video. Comment down below. Subscribe to the 90th Minute.
if I'm being
Check
honest,
us out on social media. Yes, Waz, you ruined my outro.
sorry. I think our Premier League team of the season as a whole is the most accurate I've seen anywhere.
I
Yes,
mean,
because we're the best ever.
okay.
And only spots I think can be questioned really is maybe left wing and right wing or midfield spot. But
Or right center back.
It's
yeah.
It's just hard to say.
Yeah,
it's
Honestly.
hard
honestly.
to, it's up to opinion and people
Yeah.
will disagree.
Yeah,
to agree,
comment down
but-
below. Give us your opinion. Like the 90th Minute. Subscribe to the 90th Minute. Check us out on social medias. We're on pretty much every platform ever. So find us on the description down below. But from myself, Liam, from Lucas, Waz, and Greg, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time.